Well, hello, my YouTube friend. Today it is a day that I like because I'm gonna make a video about a production knife. Yeah, I'd say production, not me-tech. Even though this is the closest thing to me-tech or even custom at some consideration, I would say. This is the Carson techlab Griffin. So yeah, as I said, I am happy to make videos about knives from the production because those are the videos that are more useful, I would say, for you, or for the majority, I would say, because the other one, for the customs, those are rare pieces most of the time. A couple of guys can get them like that randomly, but you know, that doesn't address the majority. And to me, that's the most important thing to me, is to share with the majority of you, not because I have an agenda or something, but just because sharing is that. I do that for sharing. That's my sole purpose, is that. So if someone here look at this knife and hear my ramblings and want to get it, he will be able to get it. When he looks at the customs that I have, he will crave them. They will desire some. What those the hair there? Sorry about that. They will desire them, and you know, even if they struggle sometime, that's going to be hard to get. So to me, yeah, this is really important to me, is to make those kind of videos, those that matters the most for me. So, you know. Lately, we have a lot of makers, not makers, but you know, factories like Riate or Carson also, that does a lot of mid-tex knives. So we get used to see those Chinese factories making a lot of knives, and even for big industries like Spyderco, Benchmade, whatever. Not Benchmade, sorry, in the US, like Spyderco, I would say, or Boker or whatever. So we're used to those Chinese factory. Most of the time, you know, we always think that this is a shitty work that they're going to do. Man, it can be, you know, in China, you can find whatever you want to find. You can be really, you know, shitty production knives, or really nice mid-tex, or at some point they will make some custom for sure. But you can find anything, and the quality control can be, like for this one, absolutely incredible. Just a disclaimer, I have absolutely no idea about Carson, if they use some kids to make them work for $10 a day. I haven't heard, I'm sorry, I'm totally getting mad and crazy, but I haven't heard anything wrong about them. On the contrary, I would say the return is, from every people that I've heard things about Carson, most of the time it has been a good things. So that was for the disclaimer. Other than that, I want to discuss now, after those 3 minutes, about the knife itself, what I have here in hand. And man, I mean, listen, if any time you want to hear one advice from me, of all the videos that I did, probably my two best recommendations that I would make would be to go for either this Carson Griffin or the Mod 95 from the Shirogorov production Mod 95. Those are the two best EDC production, mid-tech, whatever you want to call them, that I ever held or owned. And I'm not talking lightly when I say that. I mean it from at the bottom of my heart or brain, mostly, because heart is a muscle that pumps blood. But from the bottom of my mind, I mean it. This is one of the best EDC I've ever held. So let's start with the description of the knife, and let's start with the handle. Now, first of all, right off the bat, you see how much contouring you have on this knife. Look at that on the edges, and the contouring is all perfect lines. You know, look at that. It's not straight angles, or just line, perfect and delicate lines from everywhere. Look at that. Look at this beautiful. How many times in your life will you see a knife from the production have that kind of contouring here? Now look at this bead blast. It is just a phenomenal bead blast. Even in the custom, I don't see such a great finish on the handle. Look at that. Very nice contouring from everywhere. On the other side, the same contouring that you have here. The lines are just absolutely perfect. Look at this clip. I'd call it a spoon clip, but you know, it's fixed with one screw and it's milled inside, so there is no movement whatsoever, lateral movement. It's perfectly well inserted and the retention is just fantastic. Really nice and nice carry, tip-up carry, of course. Very, very nice clip, very nice handle. Now let's go to the pivot. How crazy is that? Look at that. It looks almost like a shuriken on both sides. On both sides, you have that design of the shuriken here, and it's yet a Torx. So if you want to disassemble the knife, it's just a regular Torx, but yet you have almost like a custom pivot. And look at that. It's a 3D. Look at that. Oh man, it is that beautiful design here on the pivot. And I talked about disassembling a knife, but if you want to play with this knife, there are only 2 points that hold the knife together. The pivot here and this standoff here. Look at that. How many times will you see a knife like that from the production held in place by those 2 points? And believe me when I tell you, I've used a lot this knife. It has a lot of pocket time and it's sturdy as they can come. 2 points here. Even the standoffs is not your regular standoff. Look at that. Very nicely done. Very, very nice standoff here. So you see, already on the handle, a lot of really nice features that you cannot even imagine on the production most of the time. Now let's go for the blade. So the blade, of course, is going to be a flat here, but the bead blast is really nice. Very, very nice finish here. But you can tell that the lines, the delicate lines that you have on the handle are produced even on the hole here. It's not a regular oval hole. You still have some lines, very gentle and delicate line that you have on the hole. And look at here. Here also it's a line. The front choil that you have is half choil on the handle, half choil on the blade. And even that choil is not a round regular choil. You see, it has this line, very delicate line, and it's perfectly aligned with the blade. I love that. Love that. It makes for a front grip that is just excellent. The ergos are just sublime. As I told you, a perfect EDC. It fits perfectly in the hand. Perfectly. Now, Nitro B77. What a great steel. They use only great steel at Carson. They do everything, the heat treatment, whatever. They have all kind of crazy machine there, and they do absolutely everything there. So that is Nitro B77. I haven't talked about the price, but I paid a lot for this knife, but it worth every penny that I paid. And now they're even cheaper than what I paid. I paid like $500, but today you can get them for $340, something like that, which is a steal for what you have here. A steal. What can I say? Yeah, the edge. The edge is crazy sharp. And as you can see here from the reflection, it is simply and gently, simply a mirror polish edge. How crazy is that? It's the first time in my life that I see a mirror polish edge on a production knife. That's just crazy. Mirror polish, crazy, crazy, crazy sharp. Look at this jimping. Very nice jimping. I say the ergos are fantastic. Now, every Carson has some particularity in their build. This one, we're going to discuss about that. It has, of course, as you can see, one word about the packaging. Sorry about that. And we finished about this box. I want to take it off. You see, a very nice box. I wish all the production factory would do nice boxes like that with a magnet here. Very nice. Go away. Now, as I said, some specificity on each of their knives. They made an integral. It's called the granite, the graphite, whatever. They made a flipper with some really nice features on the lock. Here, what do we have? We have a button lock. So I like button lock. Really, I do. But you know, it can be sometimes dangerous, or people might think it can be dangerous because you can be afraid of pushing the button like that and the blade falling by its own like that by accident. But look at that. Where it's placed here, there is no way with the grip that you can push on the button. You know, already you can tell that already there is no way that you can hold this I mean you can press accidentally on the button lock. But look at that, you have this feature here. You just press it here like that, simple as that, and it is secured. You can press whatever like that, that won't move, and just you release it just like that, simple as that. Boom, and then you can disengage it. Now you have a detent that is already really nice. Look at that. Really nice for a button lock. Look at that. I mean, of course, if you push it hard, that will open. But look at that. Really, really nice detent. But if you want to increase it, just press the button like that. And then even if you press it, that won't open by accident. This is just insanity. And it's, look at that. It's simple as hell. Just a boom, boom. That's it. And it has its use when it's closed, you know, like that, or when it's open. Sorry, I need to use it. Just press it and then it's locked, you see? So that's just absolutely incredible. Now I want to talk about the action. And the action on this knife is one of the most sublime that I see. Look at that. I press on the button lock and I don't move. You see that? It makes some bones. It's so, look at that. I mean, look how the blade is just rolling like that. And again, I told you I used it, never disassembled it now, never used some oil or whatever. It's like that from the start. Look at that. Boom, boom. Look at that. I don't move my, look, I don't move my wrist. How crazy is that? Look at that. Oh man, it's just insanity. The action is just fantastic, fantastic. Look at that. Man, I want you to have the opportunity to get a knife like that in your hands. It is not a big, of course, $340 is a lot of money. Of course it is, but it is something that you can afford and that you can get. And for the money, I'm telling you, that's the best bargain ever, the best deal you can have here in the knife industry. I'm telling you, I want you to try this. You will love it for sure. I hate to give some advices, but on this one, I just like to make some reviews and share with you. But on this one, I will do that. For me, it's very bold. I don't like to make any kind of advices, but for this one, I will definitely recommend for you to try this knife. So the oval hole, of course, is not as versatile because it's not a round hole and it doesn't have sharp edges around. So it's not as versatile as the Spyderco, but as you can see, it's smooth as silk. For the middle finger or the index, for me, I like the index better. It's even better a way to open the knife for me. And you can open it also by simply pressing the button lock, just like that. Boom. I like this way also of opening. I like the button lock, you know, and it's, I would say, a really secured way of locking the knife. For those of you who don't know how it works, it's simple. You see, you have here this thing that locks the blade. So the lock is there, and you have the stop in here. So 2 points of locking here. And when you press on the button, look at that, it retracts, you see, and it leaves the blade go away. Boom, you see there? Look here, okay? I press it, boom, and it releases the blade. So, and it's really, really solid. So I like this mechanism. And again, for those of you who are afraid that accident can happen and the blade is that you can press on the button accidentally, you have this incredible feature that, as I told you already, is not even useful because, again, the grip doesn't allow you for pressing by accident. But if you want to put in your pocket, whatever, I mean, I never used that, but this is a feature that is so simple to use. Simple. That easy. If it was complicated, I would say, I don't know. But here it's just simple as that. Look now, the centering. Absolutely spot on. Spot on. You know, we are now heading to the 15 minutes. I hope I haven't forgotten something on this one. But the only thing that I want to, you know, to stay from that video is my recommendation for you if you can get Griffin. I don't know about the others. I haven't tried them. I haven't tried the granite. I haven't tried the other, but I'm pretty sure that the quality, I mean, it's not random. You cannot make such a great quality knife like this one randomly. All the others may have a great quality. After that, it's a matter of taste of the knife, but I'm sure that the quality will always be great because, again, it's not an act of randomness. And with that being said, I'm going to leave it at that and catch you very soon for another video. Bye-bye, my friends.